Since the start of the pandemic, at least 12 countries around the world have defaulted on their sovereign debt obligations. In South America, the list includes serial defaulter Argentina, as well as Ecuador and Suriname, which all defaulted early in the pandemic in 2020. El Salvador has been rated in default since May 2023, but the outlook may soon improve. Elsewhere, defaulted countries include Sri Lanka in Asia, Lebanon in the Middle East, and Russia and Belarus in Europe. But the main focus of current concern is on Africa, where there have been 4 defaults since early 2020, namely in Mozambique, Zambia, Ghana, and Mali. African countries have some of the highest interest rates in the world, even while inflation remains stubbornly high. This has pushed up domestic borrowing costs. In Ghana, the government has successfully restructured some 64% of its domestic debt, with negotiations ongoing with local pension funds and power producers that hold sizable arrears. But in countries like Ghana, Kenya, and others, there is mounting worry that these sovereigns will be unable to make large capital repayments on international bonds, or Eurobonds, that are due to become payable from next year. By June 2027, in just 4 years, Ghana needs to repay $4 billion and Kenya $3 billion to holders of foreign currency-denominated bonds. The prospect of defaulting is pushing some African governments into action. Kenya's finance minister has just introduced a budget of fiscal austerity that includes cuts to subsidies and new taxes for middle classes. Nigeria's new president has cut fuel subsidies and devalued the local currency by almost a third. But countries with weak economies and high exposure to Chinese creditors are unable to be so proactive. Zambia's application for debt relief remains stuck in deadlock between the IMF and China. Time is running out for many African countries to render their debt more sustainable and affordable. Otherwise, there will undoubtedly be more defaults.